their big men up front.
And as you know, Kevin, in today's NBA, not every team has the personnel to enter the ball into the post and run action off of it. One of the things coaches will tell me, Kev, is there may be no more valuable thing at any level of basketball than a big man who's a triple threat, a guy with size who can pass, put it on the deck, or score himself.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Jordan. Passes it to Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's Kuzma. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
You have to remember, the Nets surrendered their draft pick every year for 5 straight years, between the years 2014 to 2018. How they turned that into a playoff run last year, one of the great stories in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Kuzma. That one is no good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Here's KD. And James pulls it down. And Doris, you're right. Those picks you're referring to surrendered by the Nets in their 2013 trade with the Celtics.
And think about it, Kev. That transaction was one in a string of trades by the Nets, trading their picks for veterans. This 2019 draft, only the second time the Nets controlled their pick in the last 9 years. What they have achieved in the face of that is nothing short of remarkable.
The offensive rebound and stolen by Jordan. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A tenacious forward with high energy. It's clear that Griffin is still capable of throwing down a double-double.
The Nets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
That free throw, no good. The second free throw, good. Here's James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
Caldwell Pope outside. Just 4 to shoot. Pull from the top of the key. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Schroeder. Tipped away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. No one near James as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Remarkable catch and shoot sequence right there from LeBron. Just a killer instinct whenever he gets the ball.
Outside, KD gets the three-pointer to fall.
and he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Kuzma outside. The pass to LeBron. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from KD. In the corner, Harden. And the Nets, another three.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Schroeder outside. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. James looking it over. And the three off target. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Outside Irving. Dishes it to KD. Pass to Griffin. Pass to Irving. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Schroeder. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, the ability to score at all three levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas. Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Shot clock at 6. Here's LeBron. Nails the baby hook. James has got his second basket of the game. Inodorus, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
And the Lakers have possession. After the basket by Brooklyn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, how about a multi-time champion and a multi-time MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate. It truly is special to watch. Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Inside, Schroeder, good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside, KD. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Schroeder outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. I asked how they hope to contain Kevin Durant, one of the most effortless scorers the league has ever seen. Kevin, you can expect some double teams when KD gets the ball in its favorite spots.
Thank you, David.
And they're just doomed if they keep letting them post up like that.
You've got to deny the position to afford them no opportunity at making that entry pass into the post.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. Three-pointer. Jordan with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Harden for three. They grab their own miss and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, doesn't Kevin Durant like to put defenders on their heels, and he gets them to foul? Love it.
The Nets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Drops for KD. And even after the Achilles tear for Durant in the 2019 finals, he got a huge contract after he opted out.
Most teams felt they were willing to pay him while he rehabbed for a year. That was the case as the Nets gave him a 4-year max money deal. His next chapter is underway as he changed his number to 7.
Both shots good from the stripe. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off-season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Blake Griffin, 2 shots.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Harrell, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. No good on the second free throw.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to some.
James with the bucket.
Boy, bump them all you want. If James has already started his motion on a scoring chance, little you can do about it.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Irving looking over the floor. Harden inside the three-point line. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Harrell dishes to Schroeder. Harrell kicks to LeBron. Lakers working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Harden. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. That one, no good. Harden with the defensive effort. Now the pass to Jordan. Basket, good. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Laker girls.
Lakers making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
And now a look at James Harden. He's coming off an excellent season. First in scoring, second in steals, and he ranked in the top 10 in assists. An incredible knack for drawing defenders and finding the open man.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. Schroeder against Irving. Harden outside, takes the three. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Yeah, some of their starters had to take an early seat on the bench, and that ruined the rhythm and flow they were trying to establish.
Doris, you've said this often, it is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
And Morris drops them both.
What a story for Markieff Morris, taken exactly one pick before his twin brother Marcus back in 2011.
Now, here is Irving. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Caldwell Pope, left side. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Schroeder against Irving. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, Kyrie Irving shoots it with such extraordinary confidence regardless of where he is on the court. This guy is one of the most dynamic scorers in the league.
Now here's James. 7 points in the game. No good that time.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Harden can't hit. Lakers trail by 8. In the corner, it's James. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. It's good for his fourth bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
You love the focus from LeBron James. He's near the rim, so he's got to use his size and his skill to full advantage.
Pass to Griffin. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jordan's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
James outside. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He gets it in there. 11 points in the game.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Irving against Schroeder. Harden inside the three-point line. Short. It's good on the putback.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Durant against James. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep three-point range, the shot misses.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back right after this. At one time a poor free throw shooter, DeAndre Jordan has really improved this part of his game. And he was asked back when he was struggling if he had ever considered shooting them underhand, like some have in the past.
tried it. I've never secretly tried it in practice or anything like that. I think I'm going to try to shoot it regular for a while. And if that's my last resort, then so be it.
You know, he's made some progress with his method, though.
Yeah, him, Drummond, Capella, a lot of the guys who were getting the hack-a-shack treatment have made great strides.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in a two-guard. Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Pass to Durant over LeBron. And it's Durant missing. Lakers trail by 8.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Count it.
Well, the thing about Markieff Morris, he does a terrific job converting inside.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Jordan the pass to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 7. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the team. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Harrell following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
This guy has quality wingspan for his size. Dennis Schroeder can adapt and adjust to defensive pressure.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
That's good from Schroeder. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Lakers. Pass to KD. And stolen by LeBron. All alone. And James throws it down.
Just fantastic defense by LeBron. You have to protect the ball or he's going to swipe it from you with his lightning quick hands.
Jordan finds Dinwiddie. Durant up top, shoots it. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Nobody near Schroeder. No good off the front iron.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
A great size at the point guard position. Dinwiddie fantastic getting into the paint and making the defense pay.
Schroeder passes to Harrell. Kicks it to James. Unable to get with some nice D. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Dinwiddie. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie going to that floater game. It's second nature at this point.
The pass to James. Good. Nice job down low. LeBron's got 15 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Now, here's Schroeder. He's got 13. Feeds it to Hill. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 8. Now, here is Irving. He's got 9. Harris outside. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. James outside. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Dinwiddie right side. He dishes it to KD. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. KD's got 12.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Harrell, the pass to LeBron. Over Harris. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Irving against Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
LeBron dishes to Harrell. Schroeder shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, when Dennis Schroeder is in attack mode, he is skilled enough to get the defense to overcommit.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting 2.
It's good from Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Schroeder against Irving. The 3 from KD. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Dinwiddie with it. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, the Dennis Schroeder show is cooking on all cylinders right now. The defense has no answer.
Irving against Schroeder. Irving passes to Jordan. Now here is Harris. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
James with it, defended by Dinwiddie. James, the pass to Kuzma. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Jordan, to the left wing. Here's Dinwiddie, and that one drops for him. Dinwiddie's got 8 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
On the wing, James. Dinwiddie covering. LeBron, good. 17 points in the game.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Nobody near Irving. Offensive rebound.
And after nailing a 3-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Here's Caruso. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dinwiddie finds Durant. Shows up on the high post. Nice again. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. And the Nets lead by 5.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Schroeder dishes to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Here's Irving. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Harrell up top. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. Peter passes to Harrell. And it's sent back by KD.
Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Well, great to see KD back on the court. That heartbreaking moment where he went down in Game 5 of the 2019 Finals. Wow, so hard, Greg, to watch.
And KD clearly gave everything he had to try and win in the finals. Warriors fans appreciate his efforts. Softened the blow as he left for the Nets. The Warriors ownership already promising to retire Durant's number up in the rafters.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. And that one's good. Durant.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And James throws it down.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
Now here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him. Now Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely, and it's in there.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Schroeder finds James. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Irving attacking. Harris outside. We've got 22 seconds left here in the second. Back to Irving. From deep. Rebound by Harrell. Up top, Kuzma. He kicks to Harrell. Gets it off. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's going up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny, your takeaway on the Lakers.
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Lakers trail by 7. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol at the center position. That's the group start. Oh, the power on that prudent.
Now, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Irving against Schroeder. Now, here is Harden. D right on him. No good with the triple. And Los Angeles guys shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And Gasol slams it in.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Irving against Schroeder. Harden outside. Misses the 3.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
LeBron passes to Gasol. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, this guy is just a load on the interior. Marc Gasol uses his size. He uses his angles to get where he wants to go.
He throw good, Gasol.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
He hits both from the stripe. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
A moment here to check out Kevin Durant. Coming off a terrific season. 8th in scoring, and he was top 10 in free throw percentage. Did not waste opportunities to convert at the line.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Relax on the first.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the GOAT conversation, LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Durant, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And they double up James. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Five on the clock. That shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, do opposing defenses just start shaking their head when Kevin Durant starts cooking? Because he can heat up in a hurry.
Kuzma, left side. LeBron trying to free himself up. And it's sent back by KD. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. LeBron trying to free himself up.
Defensively, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
Pass to Harden. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Caldwell Pope. Irving against Schroeder. Irving double team. And a wide open look for Jordan. No good on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Caldwell Pope kicks it over to Schroeder. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down low, Griffin with the steal. Here's Harden. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 14 points.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
A drive by Schroeder. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Irving. From deep, Harden. A rebound by the Lakers.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
The wide open look for Durant. That 3 off the mark. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Schroeder.
This is Schroeder at his best, putting that blinding speed to great advantage.
To the middle, here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
James, and the dunk by LeBron.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Harden the pass to KD. And here's Griffin, stolen by Caldwell Pope. With a tie, and Durant sends it back. Harden scanning the floor. Lets the three fly, knocks down the three ball. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
LeBron James on the wing. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes to Kuzma. 6 to shoot. James with it. He's picked up by KD. Shoots over KD. James, no good. Nets leading by 5. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist here tonight.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Here's Schroeder. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Dennis Schroeder over the years, boy, as he started to harness all that energy and talent.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
You really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. Schroeder hits them both. Nets leading by 5. Here's Irving. 15 points in the game. And there's the pass to Claxton. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Horton Tucker. Gasol with it. Great D that time from Griffin. The Nets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. KD's shot is good. And here's Schroeder. 24 points for him. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And it's finished off inside by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 26.
That's about willpower from Dennis Schroeder. Great job out hustling guys on the offensive glass.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
From deep Harden. Here's Claxton, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Nets lead by 5. Here's Los Angeles now. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And one on Caldwell Pope. For Brooklyn, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Lakers with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie is checked in for Kyrie Irving. Blake Griffin hits them both. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Horton Tucker. Caldwell Pope outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's Harrell, top of the key, over Claxton. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Here's Dinwiddie, 10 points for him. Harden outside. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Here's Caruso. A stupendous finish in traffic.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul. Here's Griffin. He has 6. Durant for 3. Morris with the rebound. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Trailing by 5. Passes it to Harrell. Here's Horton Tucker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Up top, Morris. Just 3 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Horton Tucker's shot is off. Right side, Kevin Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
The pass to Horton Tucker. The dish now to Morris. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Harden's shot is good.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Good D by Harden.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
You know, Doris, at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie, rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
Pass to Morris. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th is Montrezl Harrell.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Outside, KD. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Dinwiddie passes to KD. And the shot goes down. Durant's got 12 points now in the quarter.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Here's Caruso. 8 points for him. seconds left. Shoots over KD. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Brooklyn leading by 9. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Durant, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the center.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Here's Caruso. Passes to Caldwell Pope. Lock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Caldwell Pope's got the fourth quarter started here with buckets for Los Angeles. Now here's Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Harden. And he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy, and really as creative as they come.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Harden. Both teams will make substitutions. And both free throws good for James Harden.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. There's the 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Harden gets the bucket.
Well, this guy has got tremendous potential as a passer. Spencer Dinwiddie, very aware he's got to distribute the basketball.
And they double up James. Here's Harrell. James trying to free himself up. The shot off that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. And the pass to Sampson. Here's Claxton. He's defended by Harrell. Here's Claxton. Pass to Sampson. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from James. Yes, that goes in. LeBron's got 30.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Timeout called the Lakers. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Man, he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Sampson, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Los Angeles. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso.
One shot.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Schroeder passes to LeBron. That's tipped. Outside for Gasol. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
A nice shot by Griffin.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gasol trying to free himself up. Sampson dishes to Harden. Over Caldwell Pope. Harden can't hit. Lakers trail by 13 to end the run, and James throws it down home.
If LeBron gets speed at the rim, it takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down, and even then, he'll finish the job.
Dinwiddie passes to Griffin. Griffin draws the double. It's tipped. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Stops, pops, and there's another one for the Lakers.
I tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
Dinwiddie passes to Harden. This one for three. And again, it's the Nets missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Count it. 30 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, he's got the green light to take exactly this kind of shot. You love to see Dennis Schroeder play with assertiveness.
Outside Jordan. And Griffin, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Two shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Lakers with possession here. 9-point game. LeBron James on the wing. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Harden's got the ball.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Schroeder against Irving. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Griffin. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Well, DeAndre Jordan cooking right now. This guy is so efficient.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles, trailing by 13. Kuzma outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Outside Jordan. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Harden can't hit.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Gasol against Jordan. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Gasol.
This guy has such incredible touch in the mid-range. There isn't a shot Marc Gasol can't make.
Jordan dishes to Irving. Irving double teamed. Griffin against James. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, this is often how DeAndre Jordan gets his points in a set offense, off the roll.
Schroeder kicks to Gasol. Back to Schroeder. Floats one, and it's good on the layup. Schroeder's got 12 points here in the second half.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
Timeout called, the Nets. Of our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Down low, here's Harden, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And that's now 33 points for James Harden. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Kuzma. No good. Great D that time from Griffin. Jordan high post. Nets passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Irving passes to Griffin. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And this is where Griffin is dangerous. An assertive shooter feels like he can make this shot consistent.
Here's LeBron, and stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Irving's shot is good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Lakers trail by 14. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder missing.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Irving from long range. Offensive rebound, Nets. Second chance effort, and Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Kuzma, defended by Durant. The shot's good from Kuzma.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Irving with it to the inside. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
The feed now to LeBron. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Brooklyn leading by 14. To the paint, here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Here's James. He gets that one. LeBron's got 38 points.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Irving double team. There's the pass to Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal.
Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
And he's good on the second.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
Shooting for Los Angeles, LeBron James. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Harden outside. Pass to Durant. From the arc. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Brooklyn.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
KD against LeBron. Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Blake. Another good night of work offensively. How does the team build on this?
Just keep that rhythm. You know, we're not always going to hit shots every night. Some nights the shots aren't going to fall. So just keeping that rhythm, keeping the ball moving, talking on defense, and relying on each other.
Congrats on a great win, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Goes to the Lakers. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's James. Here's Schroeder. A three-pointer, no good. On its way from Irving for two. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that game.
And the Nets with possession here after the basket by the Lakers. The 11-footer connects, the jumper drops.
Oh, well, when KD's the man running the pick and roll, good things happen. He understands the movement of his teammates, and he can read the defense like nobody else.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. The teams have traded wins so far in the season series, taking one apiece. I asked Coach what worked for them in their win, and he said, "We were giving LeBron too much respect in that game. We didn't challenge him enough or force the ball out of his hands. You can't let that happen tonight. So I guess we'll see what happens when the ball is out of LeBron's hands tonight, guys."
All right, thank you, David.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
Now, here is Irving. 6 to shoot. And here's Harden for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
Her passes to James. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to James. Outside Gasol. From past the arc. And that one's good. Schroeder.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Irving. And here's Harden for 3. Another shot. And Jordan with the layup.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston. And James throws it down.
He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumping. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
Irving kicks to Harden. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his lip to turn away shots.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The 3 from Harden. That shot no good. And the Lakers going the other way now.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to set shots.
Ball's not loose. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Irving dishes to Harden. Trains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Schroeder. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving passes to Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 8 points for him.
The Harden's strength is part of what makes him special. Able to score through all kinds of contact.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Gasol. Lakers passing it around. Irving against Schroeder. Shoots over Griffin. And it's Schroeder missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushing his release a little bit.
Griffin's shot is good.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to escape.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, and without all the points they got off the bench, I mean, there's no way they could win that game. I mean, it was a 6th man to the rescue.
Inside, Durant, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Marc Gasol. Well, Kevin Durant was highly sought after following this past season. And, Chris, you knew his decision would have a huge ripple effect across the NBA.
Yeah, and at this point in his career, Kev, I mean, KD can do whatever he wants as far as which team he plays for. I mean, he has the titles, he has the money, and he has nothing left to prove. I mean, you can see why he chose this team.
KD.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Here's Irving after the basket by the Lakers. Harden outside for the 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers trail by 5. LeBron James on the wing. Over KD. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Harden inside the 3-point line. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by KD. And that one's good by LeBron. LeBron's got 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's Durant on the wing. Makes it off the lead by 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Come on, we all know LeBron is used to getting fouled. It's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron. There's more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Donna, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
Really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool. But on the road is great because that's where you know that fan brave all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with number 4 wearing jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you want to do. Now, you make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team.
That's a neat way to connect. Here is Harden after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
So smooth in everything he does. Irving will score the ball from anywhere.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Kuzma passes to Harrell. He dishes it to Schroeder. James trying to free himself. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder.
And let's see the stat sheet here on DeAndre Jordan. Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
And he banks in the layup. And now a 4-point Nets lead.
Irvin is just so confident at handling the rock. And why shouldn't he be? His moves are untouchable.
James, the pass to Kuzma. Pass to Schroeder. Over Irving. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Kuzma. Schroeder's got 9.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Harden outside, beyond the arc. The shot comes out. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Jordan kicks to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against the defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. DeAndre Jordan 3rd.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Schroeder against Irving. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
To the inside. And stolen by Kuzma. The dish to Schroeder. To the middle. Griffin with the steal. Irving against Schroeder. Right side Irving. Harris looking it over. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot's good. 6 points for DeAndre Jordan.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
LeBron against Harris. And again, the Lakers no good. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Griffin. Back to Irving. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Now here's Harden. He's tightly guarded. From deep. They get it back. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, we've seen this before, from Griffin. His dunking ability is off the charts.
Caldwell Pope pass to LeBron. Moving against Schroeder. And here is James. 16 points for him. Over Harden. No good from LeBron. Nets shooting an outstanding 61% in the early goings. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Jordan. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And now an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Schroeder against Irving. To halt the run. No good there. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. Back to the action after this word. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are, and when we're in the trenches together, I'm looking to my left and to my right and knowing that these guys have my back.
They certainly do.
This team has assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Oh, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
They've got LeBron James. Marquise Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Caruso in at the 2 spots. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Oh, well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. And Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. He's such a fantastic passer.
First one falls. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
Griffin hits them both.
I mean, I'm not the first to say it, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Griffin is one of the most physically gifted players that this game has ever seen. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Now here's James. From 15 feet away, and it's James Harden with the rebound.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Griffin. Good on the bucket. Griffin's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
That bucket tells you about the power of Griffin. I mean, he got a man all over him, and it doesn't even affect him.
Schroeder kicks to Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Harrell's got his first bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden outside. Hits it from three-point range. Harden's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
LeBron against Harris. The try. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Love how fierce James is. A ferocious dunk artist.
Here's Irving. 6 points for him. Harden the pass to Griffin. Rebound by Harrell. Here's Caruso, guarded by Harden. Caruso, no good. Brooklyn leading by 13. Good work there as it goes. 16 points for James Harden.
As great as he is at creating for his teammates, Harden is even better at creating for himself. His dribble moves are insane.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And stolen by Irving. It's Harden with the drive. Made that one as his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on,
I bet.
Go to the next. Go to the next one, please. Come on. Get out shot blockers.
Here, Durant's checked in.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for James. Coming off a terrific season, he put up about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And you look at his scoring, he was #1 on the team last season.
His ability to play through contact, his exceptional concentration, that's what makes him a great finisher.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Houston. There's Harrell. Great D that time from Jordan.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
You have to keep this man out of the paint. Griffin, professional poster maker.
James looking it over. And again, the Lakers no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. And Griffin slams it in.
It's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
LeBron against Durant. James in the post. Count it, good. LeBron's got 20 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Jordan. 10 points for him. Harden has a wide open look, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 21 points for James Harden. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Harrell dishes to Schroeder. lays it up off the glass. Schroeder's got 11.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Harden outside. The three. They get the rebound. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's what Jordan does best. An extremely lethal dunker.
Fires at the elbow. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
The pass to Irving. Lobbed up there for Durant. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, we all saw that coming when KD started cutting to the rim. Beautiful alley-oop finish from Durant.
Schroeder outside. Stolen by Harden. He feeds it to Irving. Finished off the break. 8 points for him.
Oh, look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
James against Durant. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Schroeder at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
An elite passer in his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Irving with it. He's got 8. Here's Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Schroeder passes to LeBron. And James throws it down.
I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Now, here is Irving. Jordan, high post. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. LeBron dishes to Morris. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. There's Harrell. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
Schroeder against Irving. Harden draws the double. Outside Griffin. Lets it go from deep. That shot misses. And the Lakers going the other way now. LeBron drives in. And James throws it down.
James shows no mercy on his drives. Vicious at penetrating.
Irving against Schroeder. The 3 from Harden. Morris with the rebound. Lakers trail by 20. James kicks it over to Schroeder. Back to James. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. League has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play. If anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball that can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no mindful of it. But now you have an assistant coach whose only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that series, it causes big fights, it puts fans in harm's way, and we just don't need it.
And here's Caldwell Pope. James Harden getting it to go from deep. And there's the call on Jakar Sampson. That is his first foul of the game. Now Harrell. Last game we saw him score 14. Caruso, the pass to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Sampson's got his first points in this one.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the X.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Caruso. But he recovers it. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dinwiddie outside. Harden right side. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers trail by 19. Here's Caruso. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Caruso's got 4 this quarter.
And this is why his teammates trust him. James has a sensational feel for when to dish it.
Harden surveying the D. Durant uses the glass to finish the layup. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And they double up James. To the paint. And Kuzma slams it in.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Fires for 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17-point game. Here's Caruso. LeBron drives in and finished off by LeBron.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
And here's Harden for 3. Let's keep it alive. And they pick up 2.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. The all too common basketball one-on-one. The shot goes up for the body also.
And so it's Brooklyn out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounds, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points that helped them build this huge lead.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like, can you disrupt me all the time? Not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity, both mentally and physically.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Jordan in at the 5, home in the paint.
That's his first personal foul.
The Lakers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Schroeder hits them both. Nets leading by 15. Now here's Harden. Passes it to Griffin. Kicks to Irving. Irving double team. Back to Griffin. 4 on the clock. Nets with a new shot clock. And the shot goes in. 16 points for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Harden against Schroeder. That shot off the mark. Good D by Harden. Well, Blake Griffin has been working on that three-pointer now, Chris, for a while. Has gotten to where it's a factor.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. And for Blake, he doesn't need to make a ton of threes for it to be effective. All he has to do is keep the defense honest with it so they respect it enough where it opens up the rest of his offense.
Here's Kuzma after the made shot from KD. That's tipped and stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Schroeder. The shot by Jordan, no good.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Schroeder dishes to James. From 7, and Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight. Irving against Schroeder. Outside Irving. Shoots over Schroeder. Here's Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Jordan nails both of them. Lakers trail by 19. LeBron James on the wing. Guarded by KD. A wide open look here for Kuzma. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Irving kicks to KD. Releases. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 18.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. Dishes it to Schroeder. 5 on the clock. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Clock at 2.
And Jordan's mere presence can affect shots. I mean, he's easily one of the league's premier shot-blocking artists.
Durant just inside the line. A rebound by Gasol. Lakers trail by 18. Schroeder outside. Over Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, easy call.
The Lakers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. First one falls for him. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. He dishes it to Schroeder. Feeds to Gasol. And the shot is good.
And the interior game of Gasol. I mean, he's had a number of ways to score from him.
Schroeder against Irving. Pass to Harden. Here's KD. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. The pass to Horton Tucker. Pass to Schroeder. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Durant. Left side, Irving shoots the 3. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 11 points for Kyrie Irving.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Kuzma against Griffin. Kuzma passes to Schroeder. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds here tonight. In the corner, Harden gets to the corner and buries it. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
And here's Schroeder. He's got 17. Basket counts. Schroeder's got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Griffin. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight. The dish to Caldwell Pope. And there's the feed to Schroeder, and he slams it one-handed.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
To the inside, Harden up and in on the layup. Harden's got 30 points.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Jordan against Gasol. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol, active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
And the first one drops.
And the former second-round pick, Gasol's becoming an elite player at his position. He's a force at both ends.
The Lakers making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Outside Irving. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's to be a mistake to let the shot clock in under 10 seconds from here on out.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Got that bucket. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never had to deal with it.
Schroeder against Irving. Schroeder kicks to Gasol. Pass to Horton Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Harris outside. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso is jacked in for Dennis Schroeder. On the wing, Harris to the middle. Here's Claxton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Kuzma. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, this is the confidence Kuzma plays with. I mean, he feels like he can score on intense defense whenever he wants. well, Kev, for all his scoring talent. Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Free throw good, Kuzma. See Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the field room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding. Still an area to work on.
The Lakers with the ball, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Kuzma can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
That one falls.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Here's Dinwiddie, following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Launches the three. Good on the triple. Caruso's got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles.
He has the D scattered on the break, and with his touch, that's a great shot.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Outside, Katie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
The Nets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
And so he hits both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Kuzma. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. Irving passes to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Nets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Horton Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Takes it from 10, and he hits the jump shot.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Irving with it. He kicks to Harris. Dishes to Durant. Rocket 6. The tray. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. Morris outside. The pass to Gasol. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Your Lakers, LeBron James. Brooklyn leading by 9. Out to the right wing. Claxton the pass to Irving. Irving double team. And he drops it in from the low post. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Love how Irving mixes it up outside, inside. He's effective at playing to his strengths.
Durant against Morris. Passes to Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Irving double team. Kicked his pocket. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's KD. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Marc Gasol.
Long legs, Durant right there. Stretch Armstrong, help him drive inside. Impossible for the defense to defend against that without foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
That's good from Durant.
And the winning mentality of Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
And KD drops them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, very smooth touch on his throw.
Outside Gasol. LeBron against Harris. LeBron passes to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gasol. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Gasol's got 6 here in this quarter.
Using that good body. I mean, Gasol able to absorb contact. That's what you want from your big man.
Here's Claxton. Some solid defense from Gasol. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Harrell. Also, Marc Gasol is up. And it's Caruso in at the point, and there it is for him.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Here's Harrell. Great D that time from Durant.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. It That's just great work inside.
Really left alone that time. And the Nets lead by 13.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Here's Horton Tucker. He feeds it to Gasol. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from 3-point range. Now Harrell. James outside. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Right side Durant. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to KD. That shot off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Horton Tucker, that's good. Horton Tucker's got his first points of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Irving finds KD. Harrell against Irving. Over Harrell. And the rejection by Harrell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Shakar Sampson's checked in for Brooklyn. Lakers trail by 11. Here's James. And Durant sends it back.
But Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Alex Caruso. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's James. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
On the loose, Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
Outside Gasol. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Peter passes to Harrell. That one, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points.
You got to enjoy watching Durant finish strong. A ferocious competitor who's always looking to jam it when he has room to.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Schroeder. From 13. And the shot is long. Nets leading by 15. Dinwiddie outside. Durant down low. He's guarded by Schroeder. And Kevin Durant again.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Gasol. Here's LeBron. If it counts, James has got 34 points.
Too bad his scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys pick up some slack.
Harden draws the double, and there's the pass to Sampson. KD looking around. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for KD. Lakers trail by 15. Here's Schroeder. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Schroeder. LeBron outside. And they double up James. No good from Gasol. Nets leading by 17. Passes it to Sampson. second shot opportunity. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers.
One shot.
The G League growing by leaps and bounds. One is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh my God, this would be great. Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans in. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Harden. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. And the Nets lead by 17.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Schroeder. Down low. Great D that time from Durant.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Harden can't hit. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 50% in a decent group. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Love the fire Kuzma plays with, especially inside where he dares defenders to foul.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
For being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
Griffin's checked in for Jakar Sampson. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Nets leading by 15. Pass to Harden. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, Harden is so good at finishing these and ones. I mean, he is just a thorn in the D side.
Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot off.
Come on, Kev, it's just sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step-back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Free throw drops for Harden.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
LeBron passes to Caldwell Pope, and he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Schroeder against Dinwiddie. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Jordan up top. Here's Harden on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the pass to Caldwell Pope. Now the dish to Schroeder. This is it to Kuzma. And Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Now here's Griffin. Baseline J on the way. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 18.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving fits out there.
LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Harden. And Harrell slams it in.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Dinwiddie kicks to Griffin. Jordan dishes to Griffin. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And since halftime, it's been much more of a struggle for them to score inside. The D has been a bit quicker to collapse when they get it down low.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Griffin. Now here's Schroeder. On the wing, James. Over Durant. Rebound, Brooklyn. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Schroeder against Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Caldwell Pope finds Harrell. To Schroeder. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Schroeder's got 29 in the game. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. They lead by 17. Harden draws the double. Left side, Jordan. On the corner. Here's Dinwiddie, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. When I got a chance to play home in Detroit, it was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years of my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never ever. I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food and being able to go out and play.
I bet.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jordan.
He showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
And the Lakers have possession, following the bucket by the Nets. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dinwiddie against Schroeder. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. 4 on the shot clock. Over Harrell. They get it again. Jordan the pass to Griffin. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it at this point.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this. So the Lakers win the tip. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Kyrie Irving. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's KD in at the small forward position. That one good for 2. James has got the first points on the scoreboard for the Lakers. Well, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason, and the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Good from Blake Griffin.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Blake Griffin hits them both. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
You know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Now, here's Irving after LeBron James's miss. Here's Jordan. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt.
The 3 from Harden. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Now, you got to remember that Harden has a quick trigger, staple gun quick. This guy is looking to score as soon as the ball touches his hands.
James against KD. James looking it over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, LeBron. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance. is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Harden. Lots of room. They get it back. Up again, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Griffin against Kuzma. Gasol trying to free himself up. Misses in close.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Harden with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Harden's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
KD passes to Jordan. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Jordan. Lakers trail by 7. And now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Frank Vogel. David.
Yeah, Kevin, he thinks their defense cannot afford to make mental mistakes. The team that they're going up against does a great job of diagnosing the situation and then making the right play and the right read. That makes this a very difficult challenge. Guys?
Yeah, David, thanks. We appreciate the report. They're in a tough spot to try to figure out how to slow down those shooters, GA.
Yeah, it's going to take a great defensive effort from all 5 guys. Should be fascinating to watch.
Well, you know what? I think they've got to run guys off their spots, to your point. Make them work hard for every opportunity they get.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, when you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
LeBron kicks to Gasol. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, a floater. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
Pass to James. Looking to end the run. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Schroeder against Irving. Passes it to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in. Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You've got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. That's a jump ball. So So it's the Lakers now. Brooklyn leading by 13, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So it'll be James Harden shooting. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contributions, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And the Lakers call time here.
You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
For Durant. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Harden outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
James with the bucket. LeBron's got 8.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop LeBron. I mean, he's strong, and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Gasol with the rebound. Lakers trail by 14. Caldwell Pope left side. Knocked away. It's Harden with the drive. Tries again. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. He's got 12.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Schroeder. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one drops for him. Harden with it. The pass to Irving. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. Rebound the Lakers. James up top, guarded by Harden. LeBron passes to Kuzma. That one doesn't go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. The 3 from Harden. Harden missing again.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Porter passes to Kuzma. And the call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, that's excellent work to get himself the and one chance. Kuzma's getting more and more savvy when it comes to getting to the line, drawing contact.
A go-to scorer's mentality for Kyle Kuzma, Clark. He's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
Clark, we're seeing a lot of shooters drawing contact. They have that art form down. They know exactly what to do and how to position their bodies, don't they?
Yeah, they really do, Kevin. And I don't know if anybody's any better than James Harden. In part because he's so skilled with the ball, but he's a really thick, strong, agile guard, which makes him hard to defend without fouling him. And he's really developed that ability to seek contact in a legal manner. And I don't think anybody does it any better than him.
Caldwell Pope outside. Schroeder outside. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Durant. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Harrell. He kicks it to Schroeder. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Schroeder. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. So he gets them both. Mark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
Now, here's Kuzma, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. LeBron passes to Kuzma. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Brooklyn.
Take a break. They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And he knocks down the first one.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General Manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hand.
Now Schroeder, after Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last three-pointer, off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Harris against LeBron. Harris looking it over. Clock at 6. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Shoots over Schroeder. That one wide left. Lakers trail by 10 from outside the arc. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Looking now at some numbers for Montrezl Harrell. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now here's Schroeder. Some solid defense from Harris.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And James throws it down.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Now Dinwiddie, 23 points for him the last game against the Warriors in San Francisco.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Nets out in front. They lead by 12. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Marc Gasol so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's fun. You see more fans understand they speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, whatever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
That's his first personal foul. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got LeBron James. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Caruso in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. His three-pointers off the mark. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Schroeder, right side. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
For Los Angeles, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
One shot.
are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position.
Well, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic, outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, and the young fella down in Atlanta. Those three guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
Lakers trail by 9. LeBron passes to Morris. Dishes it to Schroeder. Back to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Jordan, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jordan's got 16 points.
Jordan very efficient in the paint because of his length. Close to the bucket, he's hard to deal with.
Inside, and Morris throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And stolen by LeBron. Over Durant. Jordan with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Lakers trail by 7. Schroeder surveying the floor. Elbow shot is on the way. And good. That thing was that time as it falls. He's got 6.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Dinwiddie kicks to KD. Over LeBron. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. LeBron outside. Pass to Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, Greg, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Caruso, the pass to James. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And he recovers it.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
James outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Schroeder outside. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harris outside. Pass to Claxton. Back to Harris. Fires the 3. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing here by 8. And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Here is Durant. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight, and it's good, 2 points. And now just a 4-point Nets lead.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
From downtown, Dinwiddie with the rebound. Nets leading by 4. Durant down low. James covering. Harris against Schroeder. And again, it's the Nets missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the middle, here's Morris. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Morris has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's KD for 3. He can't get that one. And the Lakers take it the other way.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Caruso. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Morris against Dinwiddie. Harris up top. Can they get it? Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got his first 2 points.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Schroeder outside. Back to James. Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Baseline try. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's James. 19 points in the game. Caruso, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately, came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
That's good from Durant.
And the versatility of Durant, off the charts. Shoots, rebounds, defends. He's the total package.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
LeBron dishes to Harrell. James against KD to stop the run. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from James.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Irving passes to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
Now here's LeBron. 1 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now here's Irving. Defense right on him. The pass to Harden. Over Caldwell Pope. Again, the Nets for 2.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Caruso looking for an opening. Rebounded by the Nets. At one point, they led by 16.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
And he comes up with the deuce.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
James dishes to Hero. The drive by LeBron. And the dunk by James.
Well, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Here's Harden. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
The Nets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Jakar Sampson's checked in for the Nets. Free throw good from Harden.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's James. He's got 25. Caldwell Pope pass to LeBron. Morris outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving kicks to Harden. Pass to Sampson. Got a piece of it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Love the ferocity. Heck, that's one of my favorite words, ferocity. Harden, excellent at accelerating and decelerating. That's the thing that makes him so tough. He can go fast, slow, or mid-range speed.
First free throw is good.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Here's Caruso, covered by Irving. And Gasol slams it in.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nets lead by 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You look like you're in a great flow. What is happening out there?
My teammates doing a great job of looking for me. I'm just trying to finish plays. Post up is working for us a little bit, so you know I think the second half they're gonna come on me and double a little bit. So I got to kick out the shooters for good shots.
We'll see how the adjustments work. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. he had 18 points and 1 assist. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Great job on both ends by DeAndre Jordan. Consummate professional, knows how to use his size. It's an amazing thing. He's been in the league for over a decade. Wow.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. At one point, they led by 16. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball. And that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Here's Irving following the basket by Markieff Morris. It's good. 19 points for James Harden.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
Now here's Schroeder. Now here is Morris. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut back down to a 7-point margin, getting the points there from Schroeder. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
The Lakers have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. 2 shots. And the first one at the line is good.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release. Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
LeBron, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Irving passes to Jordan. Left side, Griffin. And against the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. It's a floater, and it's blocked by Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 8. A shot by Harden, wide open. No good from outside.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. DeAndre Jordan first.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
First one falls for him.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
And he makes both free throws. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Harden draws the double. Here's Durant. Count the basket. KD's got 13.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Lakers trail by 8. Schroeder dishes to James. Banked in off the glass. James has got 29 in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
So a moment now to see the story on Kyrie Irving. Last season, he played outstanding. 11th in assists, 13th in steals, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Caldwell Pope pass to Gasol. Kicks to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope outside. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them take this lead.
Here's Caldwell Pope. James Harden picking up that last basket. Gasol dishes to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
KD with it. He's got 15. Here's Irving. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 5 assists tonight.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by KD. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, cashing in close, Caldwell Pope. Showing you there, he's more than just a jump shooter.
Irving against James. Irving passes to KD. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 7-point differential. And here's James outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Here's LeBron. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Griffin finds Irving. And here's Harden. James cover him. Schroeder against Harden. Pass to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. And Irving launches it from deep. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Now here's Irving. 7 points in the game. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's the Nets now. KD dishes to Irving. Six to shoot. There's the triple. Kept alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Schroeder against Irving. Schroeder outside for 3. Caldwell Pope sinks the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points in the game.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Here's Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half. And that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now here's Harrell. No points in the game yet for him. KD against LeBron to the paint, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Nets leading by 13. Irving drives in, and it goes down 2 points. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He has 7.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here is Durant. Left side, Griffin. Clock at 4. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And KD the bucket on the assist by Griffin. Durant's got 19 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets has been exactly of that variety.
He kicks it to Griffin. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Montrezl Harrell did not like that.
Well, anyone looking for highlights? Because you just found one. How about the creativity there in the air?
Caldwell Pope pass to Gasol. Here's Caruso. He feeds it to Harrell. Shoots over Griffin. The 9-footer's on the mark. Harrell's got 4 points this quarter.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Passes to Irving. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Count that one. 21 points for Kevin Durant.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Gasol against Jordan. Gasol kicks to Harrell. LeBron James on the wing. And the pass to Caldwell Pope. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now here's Irving. He's got 9. Pass to Durant. Shot, high post. Again, the Nets for 2.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
James against KD. And they double up James to the inside. Caruso, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
On its way from Irving for 2, and it's off the back rim, no good. Caldwell Pope pass to Caruso, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up, but they'll get another chance.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Lakers trail by 14. Inside, here's James, and James throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Jordan dishes to Irving, to the middle, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Here's Caruso. Over Irving. No good that time. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And we'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Caruso. Marcus Gasol is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Defensive Player of the Year back in 2003. Gasol entered the league with a raw skill set, a lot of size, and we've seen the determination.
makes the first.
Wow, they made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Gasol drops 2. Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside Irving. Harden outside. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Here's Caruso. Caldwell Pope outside. Sampson pulls it in.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
And the Lakers with possession here. Harden missing his last shot.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead to the paint. Outside for Griffin. Down low. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Griffin's got 6 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 14. Here's Caruso. Pass to Harrell. It's deflected. Harden outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Harden draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Irving from long range. Sampson tips it back in. Sampson's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Gasol following the bucket by the Nets. Chalk up 2 there. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Nets lead by 16.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Marc Gasol. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Harrell kicks to Kuzma. Now Harrell. He dishes it to Schroeder. Connects from three-point range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Claxton. There's the dish to Griffin. Schroeder. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Caldwell Pope finds Schroeder, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. Good on the shot. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Sampson for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Harrell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kuzma passes to Schroeder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. The shot from the low post is good.
Confidence oozing out of Caldwell Pope. Loves going to his floater from time to time, too.
Irving looking for an opening. Passes it to Griffin. Harden outside. Back to Griffin. Second chance effort. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 13 points for Blake Griffin.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Well, I tell you what, offensive rebounding is really an important statistic. Maybe undervalued a bit, but those extra possessions really do help.
Here's Irving after the basket by Montrezl Harrell. At the elbow, Harden. Irving with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. To the wing right side. The shot's good from Griffin. And the Nets lead by 17.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Now here's Schroeder. No good on the shot. Outside Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
First free throw is good. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Jakar Sampson. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing by 19. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
And he gets it to go. Harden's got 15 points in just the second half.
I've got a word for Harden. It's indefatigable. Say that real fast, which basically means he's tireless, even when he's carrying the whole offense. He's got great energy and stamina.
But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
First one falls for him. Schroeder hits them both. Nets leading by 19 points. Lobbed up there for KD.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Schroeder. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. To feed to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 34 points for James Harden.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Harrell up top. Dishes to LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 10 points here in the second half.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
Harden, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Griffin. He doesn't hit that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. LeBron passes to Kuzma, and the layup is good.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
To the middle, here's Irving. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Caldwell Pope passes to James. Harrell with it, guarded by KD. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder, drills the three-pointer. Schroeder's got 20.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Nets leading by 18. And here is Irving. Outside Durant, three-pointer. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The pass to Schroeder. To the inside. James can't cash in from close range. The Nets shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Pass to Griffin. Back to Irving. Caldwell Pope against Harden. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shots.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
.41 left here in the fourth quarter. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there. Inside. And Harrell slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stump.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So it's Brooklyn now, after the basket by Los Angeles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Caruth is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. J.K. Sampson comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for James Harden. Good on both. Now here's Rondo.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Jordan.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
First personal foul, team second.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rondo with the ball. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Davis is really the total package. A mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Well, this one is winding down now. Brooklyn can watch the clock run out. Here's Temple. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. With Kyrie Irving, it's early in the season, so what's the most important thing to getting off on the right foot?
Great days of practice, honestly, and being prepared. Always communicating and trusting each other. That's going to be the biggest word for us this year is trust. Like I said, consistency and trust.
We will see. It's a long season if you can get that done, Kyrie. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.